Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my loves. If you all are new here, my name is Amber. Welcome. Um, this is going to be more so like a collective check-in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull any cards right now, but I'm more so wanted to give everybody kind of like an update on where the planets are, what's kind of going on. I'm sure that you guys probably felt a bit of an energetic shift. So I want to talk about that a little bit before we get into the actual monthly readings. I also have some announcements. There are a lot of things that are changing in the store online as far as like personal readings go. Hi, Kai. Good morning. And so let's get into it a little bit. As y'all know, Mercury did go direct. Woo! Mercury went direct, y'all, on the 14th. We are currently in new moon energy, so definitely you're not imagining that there's been kind of like a release or like a cleansing or kind of like a almost like a fresh slate. Like there's still kind of like a little bit of chaotic energy that's clearing up, but for the most part, any misunderstandings that you've had with people like surrounding work, I do not mean to like call out the Virgos, but as I'm saying that with square and challenge here, I think that with the sun, okay, I do think that Virgos, anybody dealing with Virgos, most recently they have been a little like edgy, because the energy, the chaos in the universe is just not for Virgo's liking. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, if you have Virgo in your chart, you should start to feel more grounded and relaxed at this time. I think that the same can be found, or the same can be true. Hi, Tina. Good morning. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, cousin. Good morning. Why? It's my cousin. Hey, boo. Um. Anyway, aren't you, Jasmine? Ain't you a Virgo? Girl? Look. Period. Anyway, I feel like the same thing can be found true for the earth signs, all of the earth signs, fire signs as well, because of what's going on in Mars. So take a deep breath, y'all, because the shift is here. Okay, the shift is here. So let's talk about the celestial bodies that are still retrograde. Jupiter, okay? And those of you that are new to my channel, I do send out like monthly astro updates, and typically they are in Western astrology. But when you hear me reference time and stuff like that in personal readings, for the most part, and sometimes on the channel, I am talking about Vedic astrology. Okay, I actually practice Vedic astrology, but for everyone's understanding, I try to keep like the references for you guys in Western astrology. Today, I am going to tell you where some of these celestial bodies are sitting in both Western and Vedic astrology, so that you guys have a full perspective of the energy. Good morning, Pudgy. So first off, the sun is technically still in Leo, 29 degrees. Let's start there. Okay. So if your birthday today, if your birthday was last week, if your birthday was the week before that, baby, you're a lion. Okay. That's why you be popping off, baby. You're a lion. um, in Western astrology, the sun is actually in Virgo 23 degrees. All right. The moon in the moon is in Virgo. I'm sorry, y'all. Why is that significant? This card just fell out. Pluto. Some sort of transformation. I don't know why that's significant. Virgo. Oh, that must be a scorpionic degree, 17 degrees. The moon is in Virgo right now. Anyway, that's in Vedic astrology. And in Western astrology is technically in Libra. Okay. Mercury, like I was stating earlier, went direct on the 14th. It was originally in Virgo, if you follow Western astrology, but it's technically in Leo, 13 degrees. Venus in Vedic astrology, y'all, is actually in the sign of Cancer, 20 degrees, and it'll be in Leo, 15 degrees if you follow Western astrology. Mars, we talked about that. That's a significant one, y'all, because, well, in Western astrology, Mars is placed in Libra, which is a sign where it is debilitated. Those of you who do not know what I mean by debilitated, Mars is kind of like a powery, fiery, it could be kind of even like a sexy type of energy. It's very carnal. It can be directly associated with our confidence, sex drive, determination, things of that nature, where Libra is more so like the diplomat, like always kind of like straddling the fence between peace and upheaval. You know what I mean? Like trying to keep the scales balanced or whatever. Mars is least comfortable in the sign of Libra. Okay, so that one is very significant. In Vedic astrology, Mars is actually in Virgo, 18 degrees. And so some of you guys may like want to move very quickly in particular situations. It doesn't matter what it is, like if it's relationships, if it's like starting a new job, if it's starting a new project or whatever the case may be, you may want to move very quickly. But because Virgo's energy is very grounded, and detail oriented, you may feel like, how can I describe it? You may experience false starts at this time because you need to sit down and actually like really look through the details of certain things. Okay, so don't be frustrated. Mars is debilitated in Libra, and it is also held back, or kind of like a fire being doused, right? A fire being doused with it being placed in Virgo. Okay, so now like the celestial bodies that are actually retrograde. So Jupiter is retrograde through Taurus. That's in Western astrology. Okay, is sitting there 15 degrees, but in Vedic astrology is actually retrograde in Aries. Talking about false starts. Okay, Aries is the first zodiac sign, of course, and it's also a cardinal sign. The actual like dates of Aries are around the beginning of a season, as are all the rest of the cardinal signs, for those of you who don't know that or never really realized that. Aries significantly is about starting. It's a very assertive and self-starting type of energy. Because it's retrograde in Jupiter, there is still this kind of like assertive or beginning type of energy. But being with Mars, which is rules Aries, being placed in Virgo, I hope y'all following me. I'm sorry. I hope y'all following me. I feel like this information is important. With Mars being placed in Virgo in Vedic astrology, okay, and in Western astrology in Libra, which is Aries' partner sign, okay, you could feel like there is a brand new start, but you're having a hard time like getting out the blocks. No pun intended. Like getting out the blocks metaphorically, like running track, like trying to get out the blocks and actually start the race. But also too, that chaos that I said is kind of still lingering while this shift fully sets in. You could feel blocked or deterred or delayed in certain aspects of your life because of Jupiter being retrograde in Aries. Saturn. We talking about Sky Daddy. North Node. We talking about Sky Daddy. Okay. Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, 2 degrees in Western astrology, but is actually retrograding through Aquarius, 8 degrees. So those of you that have significant degrees of Aquarius and Pisces between 0 and 10 degrees, you would be feeling this Saturn energy most significantly as it relates to like karmic lessons, again, restrictions, things of that nature. Y'all know, I tell y'all, Saturn is my favorite planet because she delay, but she do not deny. Okay, so whatever it is that you feel restricted in right now, keep learning the lessons and keep doing the work because the rewards will come. Okay. I also like to describe Saturn as kind of like the substitute teacher, because North Node, right, would technically be the teacher, right? That's the purpose of your life. That's what you're supposed to be learning. It's soul school, right? What you came and you incarnated here to follow your North Node energy. But Saturn, okay, it's kind of like the teacher go away for a week or go on a vacation or something like that. And Saturn like, all right, I'm gonna put this lesson plan on the board, but you don't really got to do it. You can and you should, but you don't really got to do it, right? Don't nobody really be fucking with the substitute teacher. That's kind of that Saturn energy. And then when the teacher returns, when that North Node energy kick back in, you get your grade or you get your kudos or whatever for being disciplined and being restricted, okay, during that, in that Saturn energy. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Uranus is also retrograde, guys. And in Western astrology, it's retrograde in Taurus, 22 degrees, but it is actually retrograding 28 degrees in Aries. That is kind of like a volatile energy. And because Aries, as I explained, is the beginning, it signifies the beginning of new cycles. And Taurus is technically the like tangible like rewards that you would reap from new cycles. That being retrograde, some of you guys may have already started something brand new, but you haven't necessarily seen the gains, or you haven't necessarily seen like the proof that what you just started is successful yet. That's going to start to trickle in, especially since Mercury went direct. Okay. Neptune. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because first off, I don't even want to touch these cards over here, y'all. I already shuffled these cards. These are for Pisces. I don't know who got Pisces in their chart, but baby, you're reading this first. Okay. You shall be first, period. Something about the dream space. Okay. Neptune is in Pisces 26 degrees in Western astrology. It's 18 of y'all in here, moon energy right now. It's in Pisces 26 degrees in Western astrology. In Vedic astrology, Neptune is in Pisces 2 degrees. So Neptune is like actually in Pisces. Basically, how would I describe it? It's kind of like if you think about your shadow, right? Like if you stand somewhere, the sun is like reflecting your shadow, and it kind of casts it off in a different direction. This would be a situation where Pisces and its shadow energy, all of its surrounding energy or external influences are all in Pisces. That is where it is most comfortable. Neptune is most comfortable in Pisces. It rules the dream space. Y'all dream space is probably lit. It's lit. It's lit. I know it's not just lit for me. I know it's lit for all of y'all with Neptune sitting in Pisces. Okay. Something about your dreams, because Mercury has gone direct, okay, are going to hit different. And when I say hit different, like you could have been having more how can I describe it? Kind of like fantastical or weird, kind of illusionary type dreams, where like you might see people in your dreams that you actually know in real person, or places that you've actually been in real person. Y'all about to start experiencing taboo shit, like, or deja vu type dreams, where you literally dreamt it and then you like, I seen this in my dreams. So do pay attention. Some of you guys have had like healing sessions with me. I always recommend to keep a dream journal. It don't have to be no fancy dream journal, but it might be wise at this time for you to keep like a pen and a paper next to your nightstand, so that when you come into your waking energy, you jot down some of those things that you experienced, any significant colors, significant places, symbols, things of that nature. Okay, so anyway, Pisces, something special, something real special, baby. Look, empowerment with the sun. I'm telling y'all, when y'all wake up in the morning with the sun right here, with this empowerment, when y'all wake up in the morning, you better write them dreams down, baby. Oh, I don't know I can't wait to do this Pisces reading. I'm not even gonna front. Okay, so Pluto is in Capricorn, and same thing applies here. How I stated that its shadow energy in its actual placement is all in Capricorn. So 28 degrees in Western astrology is where Pluto is, but in Vedic astrology, the actual like to the degree placement is 3 degrees. So those of you that have Capricorn in lower degrees or in the first decan of Capricorn, you would be feeling this significantly. Those of you that also have Scorpio placements in the first decan or degrees 0 to 13, you would be feeling this rather significantly. Okay. Pluto, when it is in Capricorn, is all about breaking down structures, breaking down particularly corporate type structures. Okay. So things that I'm gonna just be front or I'm gonna just be frank. It's like anything that you participate in that's on a large scale, where you may have felt undervalued, where you may have felt stifled from growing or transforming or transmuting negativity, will begin to crumble. Period. Big tower energy. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up. Okay. So anyway, North Node, the North Node and the South Node. Yes, I did see what she was doing yesterday. That baby precious. Girl, I'm about to send her something in the mail. When I send you this candle, I'm gonna send her something in the mail. Anyway, I was thinking about her all day yesterday, or all night yesterday after you showed me that picture. Anyway, North Node and South Node. Same thing applies here, y'all. These are some very significant celestial bodies that I'm talking about at the end of this. Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, North Node is in Aries, both in Western and Vedic astrology, and the South Node is in Libra, both in Western and Vedic astrology. All of these planets are retrograde right now. Okay. Particularly the North Node is 2 degrees in Aries, and the South Node is 2 degrees in Libra. Again, if you just got here, when this reading is, or when this video is over, I would suggest that you go back to the beginning where I was talking about Aries, and y'all do feel free to timestamp this reading for the celestial bodies. Anyway, Aries being very significant about new beginnings, and Libra being significant about restoring or creating or maintaining some type of balance. Again, whatever new cycles you all have either just started, will start. I feel like this is significant about things that you already started in the past, though. Even things that you may have like overlooked, things that you started in the past are gonna start to progress forward. It's like, how can I describe it? Let's talk about it in terms of like money or finances. Ooh, I'm not expecting no fucking company. Ooh, at my door. Y'all, I do not like people. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Listen, God forgive me. I'm not gonna make no comment. Anyway, they stay right at the door where they at. Moving right along, let's talk about it in terms of money. This would be like you made some sort of investment in the stock market or something like that in the back or in the past or whatever the case may be, and you just like never logged into it, you stopped looking at it or whatever the case may be. This energy would be like going and logging in and checking in on it, and you like, oh, this got a little game. Okay, so you are gonna look. The money is at the door. Do y'all hear me? As soon as I heard him knocking, I literally start thinking of it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. It's a reading I did a while back, y'all. It's a Taurus reading, particularly, and it's titled Abundance, open quotation marks, can I come in? Okay, so I feel like that's real significant. The girl interrupted, and it's nah, girl. Anyway, so moving right along, the last thing that I want to bring to you all's attention is Chiron. Chiron is in Pisces, 24 degrees in Vedic astrology, but it's actually in if you study what Western astrology is in Aries, 18 degrees. Chiron is literally the wounded healer. Okay, so those of you who have significant placements of Aries and or Pisces in that particular part of your chart, and I'm gonna explain, they said break this down for y'all. In that particular part of your chart, you would be in a space where you feel like you have to pull the band-aid off of a wound that is deeper than you thought it was. Okay, so let's talk about it. If you have, let's say you have Pisces or Aries in the 10th house. Okay, to the 10th house, yeah, because it's 10 o'clock on the dot. This hitting for somebody. Okay, somebody, this hitting for the 10th house, because it's about like legacy, it's about your reputation. It could very much so be tied into like your career, that sort of thing, your reputation, that sort of thing. It would be an energy, and this could slow down, spirit. If you have Aries or Pisces in the 10th house, it being those signs being having Chiron retrograde would be having to face something from your past that may have ruined your reputation or tainted your reputation, whether it was at the doing of others or if it was something that you actually did, and maybe you just tried to move past it. This would be like moving into a new career or moving into a new industry, and something is triggering or something rubs you the wrong way, and you kind of like have to do a double take, or you immediately think back, okay, to whatever happened in the past, and then taking some sort of action to make sure that you heal and or restore your career, reputation, etc. If you, for example, have Chiron in the second house, Chiron in the first house. Let's talk about the first house first. So the first house, again, is kind of like that reputation type of energy, but it's more so how the world would view you. This being in retrograde would be you thinking that the world views you one way, and maybe you feel great about it, or maybe you don't feel good about it. Then when that retrograde energy comes through, it would be revisiting how you feel about the world, how the world views you. Second house, that would be some sort of wound as it relates to like money, stability, security, credit score, those sort of things, like actual like tangible things. And so if Chiron is retrograding in your second house, or if you have Pisces or Aries placed in the second house, then this will be a situation where like you're taking a second look at your money because you're trying to avoid something that may have occurred in the past, as it relates to your money, security, stability, whatever the case may be. So Chiron is a very, very significant placement or planet. And I think people like don't actually, well, it's not a planet, but anyway, it's a celestial body. People don't really pay attention to Chiron. It is a deeply, deeply rooted influence in all of the rest of your chart. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. Here are the announcements. Okay. So those that stuck around, pre-recorded readings right now are on sale, and you do not need a coupon code or anything like that. All the pre-recorded readings right now in the store are on sale. Okay, you can book one online at any time, UnveiledByAmber.com. Right now, I'm not necessarily sure when I'm going to take the sale off of the reading, so I would highly suggest that you book one now. If you've been thinking about it and we're kind of unsure about the price, you better go do it now, because as my calendar fills up, that's going to influence when I take the sale down. Okay. There's free shipping, okay, on the candles. Those of you who do not know, the Element collection did drop. If you've been around for a while, if you've been a subscriber for a long time, then you know that I've been working on the Element collection for probably 2, almost 3 years. And it's here, y'all. And I put so much love and so much time and so much energy into it. So I really hope that you all enjoy the candles and the bath salts. In the near future, there will be a Himalayan body scrub that y'all don't even know. But anyway, the Element collection is available. Here they are. Okay. I think in some of the other readings, I was talking about the pre-ordering for the actual like limited edition boxes. The reason somebody asked me, they like, why do I have to wait until October 1st to get my box shipped to me? Because Mercury is still in its shadow phases, baby. You could thank me later for not putting this in the mail before Mercury get out of his shadow phase. I'm not finna play with Mercury. We're not finna play with him. So anyway, that's why I'm only accepting pre-orders through the last day of September. Although if they are still available, then you will still be able to purchase them after September 30th, but I'm not shipping nothing until October 1st. Okay. Some of you that have already placed orders for candles for the boxes and things of that nature, you may start to get notifications that you have a tracking label, because I will like start to prepare them. But just know, which is it's clearly stated online, I'm not putting nothing in the mail until the 1st of October. Okay. 2024, y'all, it's almost that time. Yearly forecast for 2024. Y'all really love those when I did them like maybe a year or so ago. So those are available in the store. You can start to book those. Here's the deal. If you book it now, I'm going to literally look at the rest of the year, okay, and all of 2024. So the earlier you book it, you kind of get a bang for your buck, because I'm going to look at all the months leading through the end of 2024. Those of you that have gotten them, y'all should go up in the comments and tell them they are so extensive. Like I'm literally gonna look at every single month throughout the entire year. So those are available in the store and you can book them. Do I have any other announcements? I don't think so. So that's all I have for you guys today. We're going to go ahead and get into these zodiac readings. I am kind of like wrapping up some orders and stuff like that throughout the day. So there might be like 10-15 minute pauses in between readings, but we're going to get most of them done today. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.